Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are closing this 12-week series by talking about who you become in the next season of your life and why decluttering is how you honor her. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 28 years, I've been helping women like you create a life that you are wildly obsessed with by helping you clear out the 9 types of clutter, keeping you from enjoying the life that you have worked so damn hard to build. Please subscribe and follow this feed and hit that notification bell so you know every single time an episode is released. Now, we have spent the last 11 weeks unpacking what clutter really is. Not just the piles of stuff in your life, but overloaded schedules, unfinished decisions, all of that digital noise that so many of us fall into. Fear dressed up as practicality, emotional residue hiding in plain sight that is zapping your energy. Energy leaks that make everything feel so much harder than it should. We've talked about why your nervous system is overloaded and why your goals collapse. We've talked about how doing less actually feels unsafe at first, and about how clutter compounds into friction. And if you've been listening very, very carefully, you already know that this series was never about organizing. This is about getting you into alignment. Now, many women right now are shifting into a more aligned version of their life. These transitions don't create clutter, they actually expose it. When you're stepping into a new season of your life, whether it's new leadership in your life, new boundaries, new standards, new peace, everything that doesn't match that version of you actually gets louder. And I know some of the women that are watching this right now, you're like, yes, I know, because I've spoken to so many of you over the last 12 weeks. And that's one of the things that I've been hearing is that all of these things that are not in alignment with who you are now and who you're becoming are getting louder. Your house is feeling heavier. The calendar feels suffocating. Conversations that once felt really good or even just okay now feel really, really misaligned. Work that maybe you've been tolerating now feels really, really forced. Not because your life is wrong, but because you're simply evolving in your life. This is what happens when you pay attention to who you're becoming, what you're more aligned for, and what you really just no longer want to tolerate in your life. And the really cool part about this is that research actually backs up why this happens. This isn't just a mindset that you're like, okay, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore, or I'm not going to have this in my life or that in my life. There's a study from UCLA Center on Everyday Lives of Families that found that women who describe their homes as cluttered had higher levels of cortisol throughout the day, the primary stress hormone, compared to women who describes their home as restorative. Higher baseline stress in their own homes. Like, this is the last place you should feel stressed out. Another study published by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who describe their living space as cluttered or unfinished were more likely to feel tired and depressed, while those who describe their homes as restful showed greater well-being and greater life satisfaction. The translation of all of this is your environment is not neutral. It's either calming your nervous system or it's keeping it activated. Clearing clutter isn't just an aesthetic. It's not about being minimalistic or whatever. It's biological. Not clearing out the clutter in your life has a quiet cost for you. I want you to think about this. What does it cost for you to stay loyal to an outdated version of yourself? To keep a schedule that once worked for you, but now it drains you? I know that this is a big thing for me because Arizona in the winter versus the summer are vastly different. And my schedule has to be different simply because if I want to go for a long afternoon walk in the middle of the summer, we're talking 115, 120 degrees versus an afternoon walk in the winter, we're talking about 75, maybe 80 degrees. Very, very different. So to keep a schedule that once worked, it can drain you. It can cause you to feel off kilter. When you think about the systems that you made that once felt really, really good for you, now feel heavy and they're not working. Think about an identity that helped you survive during a certain phase of your life, but now it no longer fits who you are now. Clutter anchors you to who you were. And if you've outgrown, which you have, that anchor starts to feel like friction. This friction shows up as low-grade irritation or high-grade irritation. It can look like decision fatigue. It can look like numbing out to your life. It can look like feeling restless. It can look like just kind of feeling like there's just something off and you just can't seem to put your finger on it. And again, it's not that you need more motivation. You just need alignment. So one of the questions I have for you right now is, who are you now? Not 5 years ago, not in survival mode, not in hustle mode. Who are you now? Declutter for that version of yourself. That version of yourself that you are right now. For the version of yourself that you have worked so damn hard to create. For that version of yourself who has overcome the things that you once felt were impossible at the time to overcome. Where you were just gritting your teeth, doing what you needed to do to get by. You didn't get through those seasons just to live in mental noise and emotional and environmental chaos. Do it for the version of yourself that desired peace and calm in that next phase of her life, because that, my friend, is the phase that you're in right now, is that peace and that calm that you have been working so hard to build. Peace is not indulgent. Peace is a requirement from now on. Again, this is one of the things that I've been hearing from literally almost every single one of you who have been booking calls with me over the past several months, is I just want peace. I want to have space to breathe in my life, in my schedule, in my day, in my home. Peace is not indulgent. Peace is a requirement, okay? And it's appropriate for the level that you have reached in your life. This series was never about stuff. Over the last 12 weeks, we've talked about daily clutter, digital clutter, emotional, mental, environmental, process, financial, spiritual, body, all the different types of clutter, okay? We've talked about the different categories, but the same root issue applies. Misalignment. Again, clutter is not about having too much stuff. It's about deciding what matches who you are now and why you're keeping it. The episode that I did where I talked about the fear of letting go, and I might need it someday. I got some massively insightful emails from people saying, I felt so exposed when you said that, and I had a visceral reaction. I was pissed, and I looked up your email, which is flora@florasage.com if you want to email me. But I looked up your email, and I was going to give you an earful. And you know what? At the end, and it was interesting because people were like yelling at me in email, but then towards the end of the email, they're like, you know what? You're right. This is something that I was not willing to admit to myself, but now I am. And now I'm ready to step into that version of trust. I'm ready to step into that version of myself that recognizes that I don't have to keep all of these things, because keeping all of these things is making me miserable. So when that identity shift happens, you are then able to declutter. You declutter because you're ready for that next version of yourself, of your life. You declutter because you refuse to let your environment reflect an outdated version of you or an outdated story. You declutter because the woman you are today deserves clarity, deserves a pat on the back from your past self that says, "You got this, sister. I know you do." And when you clear out what no longer fits, something powerful happens. Your energy returns, your decisions speed up, aka you make decisions faster, and your nervous system starts to soften. And what happens is your momentum starts to come back without force, not because you did more, but because you removed what was misaligned in your life. I want you to share with me in the comments, who are you becoming in this next season of your life? Are you becoming someone who makes decisions easily? Are you becoming the leader that you've always looked up for and now you're like, you know what? That's going to be me, or that is me. Are you an empty nester now? What season of life are you in right now, or what season of your life are you moving into, and who are you becoming in this next season of your life? This 12-part series I designed so that you could recognize all these different layers one at a time. And so that you could recognize that you don't have to put up with less than. You don't have to sit with the echoes of your past that are superimposing themselves on your present and suffocating you and making you feel like you can't breathe and you can't move forward. It's okay to let stuff go. And the beautiful thing is that when you let stuff go and you have space, that version of you that you've been waiting to emerge finally has room to come out, finally has the energy and the space and the wherewithal to emerge and say, yes, I am here. Woo! And you start to feel like yourself again. You start to feel like these old versions start to just flake off. And all of a sudden, that you who has been underneath all this clutter is finally here and is finally able to breathe and is finally able to relax into the life, again, that you have worked so damn hard to build. That is not just a tagline. That is something that I have heard so often from my clients. That's why I made it a tagline, because that is one of the things that I've heard more times than not is I'm finally able to enjoy the life that I've worked so damn hard to build. Thank you. Thank you. So if you are ready to work with me one-on-one or in a group setting, click the link below that says work with me. You're going to see a lot of options on that page. Do not let it overwhelm you. Give yourself permission to say, do I want a 60-minute session with Flora, a 90-minute session? Do I want to do a 90-day sprint? I know that sounds fast. It's not. It's 3 months together where we look at where you are, where you want to be, and I help you create a clear plan of action, and I'm with you every step of the way to clear out the clutter that has been choking your life, that has been choking your energy, that has been suffocating you and has not allowed you to fully relax into and find peace in the life that you have now. So if you are ready for that, click the link. Let's talk. Share this with someone who you know is ready to hear this. I love you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.